Hello, my name is Gia. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe now for a new video every single Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So this lesson that I learned was actually taught me a lot about who my true friends are. It also taught me how to let go and how to forgive instantly and not hold grudges, because I used to hold grudges. That was when I was literally like 18. Now I'm 26 and my priorities have vastly shifted, where I can't go out every single night anymore. Well, I choose not to because I don't have the strength or the energy, because the things I want to do the next day are really early and things I really value, because I learn and I gain so much from these experiences, like working out. If I want to work out early, if I want to be able to be with a personal trainer or with a coach, with my fencing and my ice skating or my ballet, whatever it is, I really want to be committed and dedicated to this, because I feel like when you accomplish, the feeling of accomplishing something that's difficult feels great. So how to let go and how to get over like even thinking about having a grudge, or even so how to like forgive instantly. So what happened, long story short, I'll try to be as concise as possible. I went out to a couple parties with someone who was my friend for like about 8 years. I've known them when they were with someone else in a relationship, and I met them through a friend of a friend. I met them through a friend, and that friend and I kind of dated before, but we were genuinely friends now. His girlfriend that he has now, I was the one who was like, you should totally date her. Long story short, so I got invited to go to a party, and at the party, apparently I found out that he was telling people that we hooked up or were hooking up, and that whatchamacallit, we would take a girl home with us. And I thought, this is very intimate, first off, to introduce me to people and then say this about me. Second, I don't know you that, like, I know a lot of his values and scruples, and we get along in that sense, but I don't know like his family. I don't know his favorite color, and like we're friends, we're acquaintances, but I treat him like a friend because we have so many values in common, I thought. And the thing was, he didn't know me that well, and apparently I didn't know him that well either for doing this. And I found this out from like some person who's like way younger than us and very impressionable, and that he teaches in their class. So I thought, this is very unethical and inappropriate. Hearing this from like one of his students and someone who looks up to him, and then it's just really wrong. And so the thing is, in Los Angeles, I live here in Los Angeles, everybody knows everybody. It's smaller than you think. And the thing is, the people who do know me know that, one, he's not my type, he's not my physical type, and two, they wouldn't understand like why he is being insecure and having to explain, oh, I slept with her before, she's a notch on my belt or whatever. That's like people know that I don't hide who I was with, because I'm very proud of who my partner is. Like, I'm married. And the thing is, he like was being insecure, and people can sense that, and they're like, why do you have to express these things with young people who don't know who I am? Where if this gets around to people who do know who I am, they're gonna know that you're lying through your teeth. And I realized, this person probably needs this, because he's getting older. He's in his early 40s, and he looks in the mirror and he's like losing his hair, and he's like gaining some weight, and he lives in not a very nice area, and he has to like spread this to young people to make himself feel better. And people are saying, oh, he doesn't have a lot to prove. And it's like, he does. Like, a lot of people are immediately they're really affected by the very plainness of their everyday, like looking in the mirror, like things like your image, not just your like the way you look, but like the way that you appear to other people in their minds. So there is a clinical study that says how you perceive yourself is different from how you actually are, and then how people perceive you is different from what you think, and it's different from what you actually are, because it's a powerful thing of the mind. So he doesn't have a lot. So like the thing was, if he was my friend and being like honest with me, I would have been his wing woman, and I would have, if especially if I'm networking, I love connecting people and making longtime friends. And so and long time, even working together, collaborating on whatever projects, I will talk you up. I will say, you know what, we used to date. Yes, he's a wonderful person. Or if you're working on a project with someone, I can get you investors, like angel investors. I can say, you know what, this is what he's good at, this ABC, and I will talk you up. Like, if I'm your friend, I'm gonna make you look good. Branding and image is my expertise, actually. So I will do everything in my power to talk you up, but I will not degrade my own reputation. And I don't think you should be able to tarnish someone else's reputation just to make yourself look better. So when I heard about this, I heard this from someone who's young and impressionable, and who was like, whom I thought was very like, had to anyway, that doesn't matter. I just heard this from someone else who's very like impressionable, and the fact that like young people are the hardest to teach, where like older people, they learn faster because they have a point of reference, where young people don't know what's out there, so they just absorb anything, and how they grow up with that is how they're developed and affected forever. And like that paradigm shift is rare. So the thing was, I immediately forgave him because I said, you know what, he needs this. And if I gotta put my reputation on the line, the people who actually know me know that that's not true, because I physically have a type, and I mentally have a type, and I'm not a type of groupie person where, oh, I like this person is good at one thing, so I'm gonna obsess over them. It's like, no, I like the whole package. You can't just be like really good at, I don't know, accounting, just random, throwing that out there. My stepmom was an accountant, so you can't just be good at accounting and then all these girls are gonna fall in love with you or be a rock star. Like, he's a rock star accountant. No, I like someone who's, you look good, you smell good, you present yourself very well. Like he like put his jacket on the table and his scarf, and was eating and like talking with his mouth full, and I was mortified because I could hear what he was chewing, and but I still stood by him as his friend and as like an acquaintance who wants him to look good, because if you're in my company, I will make you look good. So I took off his jacket, I took his jacket on, put it on the coat on the chair, and hung it up nicely, and I stood and I listened respectfully through what he was saying while he was talking with his mouth full, and I was like, I've never seen this person eat before. This is the first time, and I'm glad. I'm glad that I know this. So I will never, like, not that I will never invite this person to eat, but I will make sure I sit far away from the table next time, or just like so whatever, that situation doesn't matter. But so when I realized that I can just let this go, because first off, I can't control everybody's behavior, but what I can control is my reaction to it. So first things foremost, we have to realize what we can control and just focus on what we can control. So prioritize what we want to put our energy into. Like, for instance, I put my energy into worrying about my business expenses, my bills, my credit cards, putting gas in the car, whatever it is. And when a person is like talking to me about drama in my ear at a party, I will try my best to listen, but I'm not even on the same wavelength sometimes. I will empathize with you, especially if you're like new and I don't know you very well and you have to explain this whole new story to me. I'll try my best. I will do my best to be a good listener, to be a wonderful friend. And if you want feedback, I will give you feedback. I'm not just going to throw out some unsolicited advice. I will just nod and be like, sometimes people just need to be heard, and they don't need like logical solutions. So I have to focus on what I can control, and this is my words and my actions. And the fastest way to have a PR disaster die down is by not fueling it with fire. And you just relax when people bring it up. You just calmly answer and say, well, I don't know about that, that's not my experience. You address it and you say your honest truth, your honest side, be authentic to yourself, and just stick to that, because that's who you are, that's what you are. And the thing is, a lie is when it sounds the same all the time. When someone says the truth and can say it in multiple different ways, then it's a truth. Unless like someone like genuinely believes it, then they can spin it that way. But it's just a matter of standing your ground and being yourself. So people who know you will understand that it might take some time, but you have to understand that you can't control that, and you just got to let it die. So focus on what you can control and prioritize where you should put your energy on the things that you can't change, you can't change. So what are you going to do about it? You can't literally do anything about it. So the second thing is to understand why you feel the need to control the uncontrollable. It's like, why am I getting upset right now? When I can't control something, my voice raises. Like, I don't scream, but I find myself raising my voice and I talk much faster. And the best way to show patience is by taking a deep breath. Take a physical deep breath and physically regroup, and your mind will be so much clearer and you will talk slower. When you talk slower and calmly, people tend to listen more. You need to alleviate the situation. And something someone told me about being patient with someone is when they're angry, you repeat exactly what they said to show that you're listening, and to so that they can hear what they actually said also and what they sound like. So and that what they're saying does make sense to them, because I practiced this with that person, and they would turn down what I said, and I was like, that's not what I said, that's what you said, I'm just repeating it. And I said it very calmly. I said it more polite because you don't want to anger someone who's already on fire. So and then the next is accept the outcome in advance. So not everything's going to go your way. I'm not even going to call this a failure. It's just like sometimes life happens and you have no control over it. And sometimes things are going to get messed up. Things just have a way of unfolding in a way that you didn't plan for, and that's perfectly okay. So if you just let it go, refocus your energy on what's important, and just keep that in mind, in the back of your mind, when something does happen. Just like, you know what? I accept this. This is life. What am I going to do about it? So I love the Kardashians when Kourtney Kardashian is super calm, and Scott Disick was younger, and he was obviously finding his footing in the whole family situation and having a baby with Kourtney, whatever his issue was, and he was also having a bit more alcohol than it was healthy to. So so he was like throwing all these fits, and Kourtney would just be there sipping her drink, or just with her shades on in her bikini and on her phone, and just be like, whatever. Like, she was such an unbothered queen. She still is to this day, and she's like super chill. And you want that energy when someone is angry at you. Don't walk away. You can walk away if you want to. My dad always said, if there's like a situation that's not serving you, remember, you can always walk away. Just walk away. Like, he would say, just walk away, because you don't have to sit there through this strife and the conflict if you don't have to. And you don't necessarily have to sit through sit through your drama. You can tell them, you're being dramatic right now. I will listen, but like my heart's not going to be in it because I know this is nonsense. Or you can just like walk away and just be like, yawn. Like, you don't have to be disrespectful to that extent, but it's important to understand that you don't have to give it energy. You don't have to react. And to be unbothered is the ultimate 2022 Gia that I want to be this year. So the thing is, if you let go, you allow an even better outcome to occur. So if you just surrender the simple act of yielding the flow of life, then rather than opposing it, you can focus your energy on all the good things. And when the good things come, they're going to be so much more delicious because you can put your energy into it. And the next thing is to just take a deep breath. Sometimes you really need to have that, like, this is the ultimate mindfulness tactic. You're gonna experience a lot of mindfulness in this process. So first off, take a deep breath and lower your voice, talk slowly, and realize, like, you know what, I'm better than this. I don't have any control over this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna react the best I can, and that's by not giving this any fuel, and this will die down. Just remind yourself, I don't have control. I accept the outcome, whatever happens. Especially when it's something you can't control, there's nothing you can do. So what are you going to do? You're not going to put your energy in throwing a fit. That's definitely the opposite of what we want to do. So the last and final thing is understand and enjoy that you feel so much better when you don't give it energy. So when you just like revel in the fact that you have freedom to control the things you can, and then you choose not to react, that's the ultimate mindset to have. Because oh my gosh, sorry, my throat is dry. You will feel better the fact that you like you just accept things and that you can't control everything. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot because it's really important to understand that there are things that you just cannot like get over. Like there will be drama. Your life, you if unless you're just staying home like in during the uncertain times of like the 18 months I stayed home. There was a lot of drama that I created myself, and then there was a lot of drama that came from the outside, but I handled it like a boss. I didn't leave my home. I focused on my business. I focused on what was important, and I got through this project that I'm so proud of working on. And that wouldn't have happened if I was out enjoying drama and fueling fires and trying to put out fires and trying to like put my most energy into like putting, sorry, I'm saying like 1,000 times, into putting out a PR chaos, a PR disaster. So what you can do is just diffuse it the most by just keep on being yourself. When people see that you're true to you, the drama will go away. If you are the drama, then that's another story. But if you're not the drama and like you're a victim of all these things, all these external reactions that are just happening, and you're just like along for the ride, it's hard to keep those relationships, and you might have to cut those people off because they're just not conducive to your purpose or to your happiness, or they don't see who you truly are. That's why they're spreading this and trying to muddy up your life. So you don't want that. And if you want more self-image videos and how to love yourself and how to like just, I don't know, I'm just like zenning out a lot this year, and I'm hanging out with more people who I notice respect my energy. And I sound so LA and woo woo right now, but I really appreciate when like a Kourtney Kardashian walks in and is just like whatever. I just have like the Kris Jenner energy, and I'm like with my fur coat, well, faux fur coat, and like a martini, like Max martini refill please. That's me with my shades on. Totally Anna Wintour, Miranda Priestley energy. So like I cannot afford the Botox that the stress causes when I react. So as you can see, I don't have Botox, but I should get some preventative Botox because of the stress that's about to hit the fan with this huge work project. But thank you so much for watching. If you want more self-love and self-image, I have a whole playlist. I have self-care, self-beauty, or self-care and self-beauty. I have beauty inside and out all over on this channel. So thank you so much for watching. New videos every single Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I will see you next time.